This is NASCAR Fan 02, and today I'm going to talk to you about a serious topic that many people don't take very seriously. This is going to be very different from my review videos that I've posted, as well as gameplay footage. And I would like the world to understand my opinion on this matter and hopefully follow suit and take this topic more seriously. As of last week, there was an accident that happened in my town. There was a drunk driving accident where 3 people were in a car and the car plunged into a body of water. The driver got out, but the 2 other passengers in the car drowned. One of the people that drowned was a former classmate of mine that I had in high school. As far as I know, I can totally recall only having one class with him, but I could have had more. But in that class, this person was very, very nice. He was very, very respectable. He was a genuine guy, and he loved sports, and someone who I can easily relate to. And to find out that he was one of the victims in this accident, just I couldn't believe it. It's a very heartbreaking thing for me to know people that you've had class with drown or just die for that matter. And I'll tell you this, I was very depressed for a couple of days about this. And I still am, but not as depressed as I was about a week ago when I heard about the news. Apparently the driver had a blood alcohol content of 0.142 and the legal limit is 0.08. Not only that, but he had marijuana early in the day. So that makes a real good combination for driving at night while you're drunk, and also that you are high in drugs. That's just great. And because of the driver being drunk and having used drugs earlier in the day, his actions caused 2 people to drown. And he's facing serious time in jail. He could face up to 28 years from the news articles that I've read. To the overall picture, why is the world not taking this as a very serious topic? People are not taking drunk driving very seriously. People will say, oh, I can drive while I'm drunk, I'll be fine, I won't get in a car accident, yada yada yada. You can't guarantee that. I view it as this. If someone is drunk behind the wheel and I'm in the car with them, I could possibly die tonight. Because when people are drunk, more than likely they get in an accident. I've known people who have been drunk behind the wheel, have gotten into serious car accidents. They are lucky to be alive today. Some of them could have just passed away, but none of them did. And what is it going to take for people to fully understand the severity of drunk driving? There's texting and driving, drunk driving. It's just very serious that people don't understand. Your vision is impaired. You can't see the road clearly when you're drunk. Not only that, but you're putting yourself, other motorists, and people within those cars at risk. Not only that, not only putting yourself through pain, but you will be putting other people in pain. Not just them, the victims, not just the victims, but the families of the victims if there were to be an accident. Because more than likely when people are drunk behind the wheel, they cause accidents. And I don't understand why people who are drunk decide to go driving. when they know they are not fully capable of driving anywhere. Instead, stay the night of wherever you're at, get a hotel room, call a taxi, call someone who's sober to drive you home. Those are alternatives. If you're drunk, don't drive though. This is something that can be easily controlled. All you have to do is just not get yourself drunk to the point where you are wobbing back and forth, bobbing, whatever, just weaving back and forth, and you can't stay straight, or you can't fully drive. It just doesn't make me, it makes me so confused why people in the world today don't view this as a serious topic. Why do people get drunk in the first place? That's what I would like to know. Because the last thing I checked, when you're drunk, nothing good comes out of it. All you get the next day is a freaking hangover, or even the night when you're drunk, you start puking, you pass out, you have a hangover. Nothing good comes of it. Not only that, but unless you're at a friend's house getting free beer, if you're at a bar, you're spending a lot of money on beer. Because bars are not cheap nowadays. They're not. I just don't understand why people continue to do this when they know that people's lives are at stake. Especially when people are behind the wheel. Drunk. Behind the wheel. It's just so frustrating to know that the people that did drown, they had their future set, basically. They looked like they had a very bright future that they know what they were going to do with their lives. And once they're done with college, they were going to, do great things. It seemed like their lives were set. As far as I know, the other gentleman, who I don't know personally, I believe he was a senior at Northwestern. And he was going to graduate, but because of this tragic accident, he will never be able to be here when he graduates. Instead, he is gone. What's it really going to take for people to understand that drunk driving is not okay? Is it going to take a loved one or a close friend of theirs to pass away in a drunk driving accident for them to understand and fully realize that drunk driving is not okay, that this needs to stop? People need to stop drinking and driving. This is so frustrating to know that this can easily be stopped, and people are just being too careless nowadays. People are being too immature about this as well. And people are just putting other people's lives at risk when they're drunk behind the wheel. I view this carelessness as similarly to people leaving their kids or animals in the car while it's hot outside. I mean, come on. Really? What is it going to have for you to take to understand that you can't do that? I heard about the case, whenever, and I just can't believe that, people are just that stupid enough to leave their children in hot cars like that. Seriously, what is it going to take for people to understand that drunk driving is not okay? Is it going to take for them to realize that when they're dead behind a drunk driving accident, that this isn't okay? Or how about one of their loved ones or close friends passes away because of that? We need to start spreading the message that drunk driving is not okay. And if anyone sees anyone drunk and they're about to get behind the wheel of a car, stop them. Call a taxi for them. Have them call a friend that's sober. Prevent drunk driving, because when drunk drivers are on the road, not only are they putting themselves at risk of getting killed, they're putting other people at stake as well. Not only that, but they would be causing so much pain for not only their families, but the families of the victims that were involved. and it's just such a tragic thing that it has to happen. That people have to go out that way, and it's a frustrating fact to know that this can be easily be stopped. But sometimes people just don't listen and take this very seriously. Now, as the viewer, if you know anyone who does get drunk behind the wheel, or if you see anything, please stop them. Don't let them get behind the wheel of a car. If you're sober and they're drunk, offer to take the wheel, let you drive. Let you drive. If you know that people are not fully capable behind the wheel, and they might cause an accident, and you're sober, take the wheel. Be the driver. Make sure everyone will be okay. The last thing people want now is to bury someone because of a drunk driving accident and say their goodbyes. It's an unfortunate thing that this happens on a daily basis, and that this tragic event can be easily stopped. Please, the viewer, if you are taking drunk driving seriously, start taking it very seriously. People that are drunk behind the wheel, they can kill someone. Not only themselves, but they can kill themselves behind the wheel. And if they have people in the car, they could kill them. They could kill their passengers and other motorists on the road. This isn't a topic that is messed around with. It's very serious, and people could pay the ultimate price for this. So please, do not drink and drive.